Oh, can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up, Frida, if you can hear me. Hey guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, please. Okay, you can hear me? Thank you, girl. I really don't have too much to talk about. I'm just here, just talking, just going through it. My little small, my youngest son, you know how it is when you're dealing with these little teenagers. He's 19 years old, and you know how they want to be a man, and But today I was on All About the Trees, and she and we had a glorious time. And like I say, the Most High God, He always gonna send someone through your pathway, and we just enjoyed ourselves. And I'm looking forward to she and I to collab, come together again. But how you doing, Miss Frida? I hope you're doing great. How are you doing? Yep. I'm just here just talking, really don't have too much to say. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this live tonight, but I just needed to come and talk, guys. Like I say, when it comes to my live, to me, it's like therapy. So I enjoy you guys, and I welcome you, from coming. But like I said, just trying to sit there and just do my thing. Yep, free to say I can't complain. Girl, I hear that. Yep, but yeah, I decided to just do a live, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but I stayed a good minute on the trees on her platform. I think I stayed on there about at least a good half an hour, something like that. And just talking, like I say, God is always gonna send someone in our pathway, and she's a very anointed woman of God, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But now, like I said there and say, we just seeing how everything is going to work out. We're going to come together and tell our testimony, and however the Most High God lead us. So I'm good. How was your weekend, Frida? How was your weekend? But I'm thinking about going ahead with the little game night, because I had did a survey, and I had got at least about 78% has said they wanted me to continue with it. So when it comes to the survey, what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna go ahead and see how it's gonna play out. So we're gonna do like maybe a first few games, just go ahead and do a little experiment, just have fun, and just enjoy ourselves. So if I can get enough people for Saturday, this Saturday coming, I'm gonna go ahead and just play the game. So if I see Thursday, at least about maybe 12 people. If I can get 12 people, what is her channel name? Weekend was great. Who channel? All about the teas, all about the trees. What channel? Who? Hey Nick, how you doing? I really don't have too much to talk about. I'm just here, was kind of stressed out with dealing with my teenage son. Yeah, trees name, all about the trees. Make sure you go ahead and check out. Uh, I mean, she's a real woman of God, man. Like I said there and say, honey, when she opened her mouth, demons trembles. Trust me, they trembles. Yes, very anointed woman of God, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And I wasn't even looking for a channel. For some reason, it came on my notification, and I clicked on. And soon I clicked on, I end up on her live, and I really, had a good time. I stayed on her live. I think almost 30 minutes. And the way that she and I set up is almost the same, because we just want to just have fun. It's not about, however, you feel led, whatever you want to go ahead and talk about. Just grown folks just talking, just like we talking on a telephone or talking to our friends. Yeah, please, thank you for subscribing. Yes, Frida says she have subscribed to All About the Trees channel. But yeah, we just having a good time. We're just talking, and that's what I want to make my life about. I want my life to just be fun and just come on and just talk, because sometimes, all you just need somebody, just to talk to, and that's how I want to set it up. I don't want to get all in all that politician, all and but however, things, however it plays out, then let it play out. But I noticed when I was on Tree's platform, my mic was well, I wasn't on my mic, but I was on my iPad. It was very low, you barely can hear it. But like I said, I need to go ahead and figure out how to do all this. Like I said, it's not really complicated. It's just that once I sign off, that's it. Yes. So girl, we just had a good time, just talking, and after that, just I say, let me come on. I don't know how long I'm gonna go ahead and stay on. I don't know if I'm gonna stay 3 hours, because Sunday I stayed on 3 hours. Well, not 3 hours, but 2 hours. I was surprised I stayed on that long. Yeah. But Frida, how was your weekend, girl? And Tree, she asked about you. She had asked where you was. She had asked about you. Yeah. But like I said, I'm just letting it, just having a good time. But I'm thinking about just going ahead with that game. And I was talking to my sister. She said she was gonna also come and try to help me out, where we can just come on a platform and maybe open up a live where people can call in and give their testimony and just talk. And also, maybe on weekends have, some kind of games we could play, like bingo or Pictionary, just try to make it fun. So we think about having so much stuff that we can do. It's a lot of stuff that we can do, because where everybody at, on social media. So why not just, make it about fun? So we're gonna all get together, and I'm looking forward, to get Trees back on. And also Mel, make sure you guys go and check Mel out too. The only I think it's the only cruise. I'm gonna have to make sure only cruise Mel. I'm gonna get her name and make sure we have her right name. Let me see what her name is. Make sure you go check her channel out as well, because I mean she have a soothing voice of, I mean, very anointed woman of God. She had came on my platform, and I supposed to go ahead and do like a book club with her, where we can go over some books. And she also have her own podcast. Let me see, make sure I get the yeah, let me see what the name is. Yeah, like I said there, said I enjoy meeting new people. The only male cruise. So Frida, make sure you go ahead and check her channel out too. The only male cruise. I think you had met her when she had came on my platform. I think it was the other day when she and I had talked. Her name is the only male cruise. She has her own podcast. Yeah. Uh, Do you want me to put the link so you can come on? Well, go ahead. If you want to come on, you can. Because I don't know how long. I don't think I'm gonna stay on for no 3 hours. I'm just talking. Yeah, the only male cruise. Make sure you go ahead and check out. Yes, that's it. That's her name. Yes. but she spelled it Mel, and she Cruz, not Cruz, Cruz. And she has her own podcast, and I mean, she have a voice, I mean, it is soothing. And God been sending me some great people. And like I had told Trees, she was around in the bush, because trust me, like I said, honey, when she opened her mouth, demons are tremble, because she is a woman of God. And God always going to send someone in your pathway, and that's exactly what he did. And I got some very good people that God have sent to me, and she's been helping me all the way. Yeah, Mel Cruz, yes. But yeah, we've been having a good time. But I'm just here, like I said, just trying to make it fun. I don't want to when people come on my platform, I want to make sure that we just have a good time. All that old stuffiness and all that politician. Even though just let it flow. If you want to talk about politician or whatever, but sort of like when we are talking on a telephone, that's how I want it to be. Or when your friends and your family come together, and that's why I said that I want to make sure that we have fun, have a fun night. And so I'm gonna continue with that game. Like I said, all I have to do is just, iron out the kinks. And the best thing to do is to not, put nothing attached to it. So when they come together, we can just have fun. Yeah, whenever you want to come, I just left the link. So whenever you want to come, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on as well, but I really wasn't even gonna come on tonight. But I said, since I didn't come on this morning, so I said just let me. I decided to just come on and talk a little bit, and also want to talk about Efru. Efru mom had came. I think it was this weekend. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday. But Efru mom, I think, yes, it was a surprise visit. But when she came there, I don't know if she stayed a long time, or she just came in. Someone said that Efru had left with her mom, but I don't think that she had left, because her mom had hugged her and maybe probably had gave her some money. But Efru mom, I mean, she is so beautiful. When you look at Efru, you looking at her mom. I mean, they look alike. And that's why I don't understand, how can, these young, beautiful women, I mean, beautiful women that's in that cult, how could they allow a man to just sit there and just brainwash them? And that's why I say, when it comes to Nature Boy, what he does is he get these young, vulnerable women. And Efru had came on, and she was talking about her experience when she was in college, and how she had traveled, and the things that she was doing, and how she was searching. And she also had said something that has stuck in my head, when Efru had said, even though Nature Boy is in jail, that it's like his voice, that she still can hear him. So I don't know if Efru was trying to send some warning, to let us know that he's still in her mind, and she was trying to let people know that it's kind of hard to break away from that. Because quite obvious, when someone have brainwashed you, even though they may be away, and if you're not getting therapy, you're not getting the help that you need, mentally, that still plays a part. But when her mom came, I don't know if they planned it or not, because it's a coincidence. that Efru mom had happened to be on her live that day, and Efru don't come on live as often. So I don't know if they planned it so everybody can see that her mom was at the house. But I remember when Nature Boy had said that she also had visited them before. But if I was Efru, I would just go ahead and just go with my mom, because no way that Nature Boy is going to get out of this. He's not going to get out of it. So they might as well just go their separate ways. And one thing that we know, Efru mom, she loves her. Now I don't know if Efru don't want to leave because she don't want to leave. The rest of the ladies, she want to go ahead and hold it down for Nature Boy, but Nature Boy is not getting out, not anytime soon, because you don't know what everybody is saying, and especially when you are cult, when you're part of a cult, them people not gonna let you out, because soon in the minute they let you out, all you're gonna do is sit there and do the same thing. And what they trying to do, they trying to dismantle that cult. Now, maybe if all of them leave and go home or go their separate ways, then maybe they might allow him to come and bind out. But when he got that big aura on him and you don't know what Solar told them, I don't think that this guy is going to get out. So they might as well to go ahead and just wrap it up. And someone, I don't know if they were a part of Nature Boy cult. Most likely they were, because they had sent me a text. And what it was saying is that, something about they know their chief is innocent and he's going to get out. But if these people, like I said, when it comes to the Fed, it can be like 14 or 15 years. They're going to make sure that they have something that's going to stick. Free to say they all want the same man, and that's a glue. But even though they want the same man, but the man is not getting out. Not anytime soon. Because Nature Boy, all he did was hurt himself when he recorded everything. So these people, they got tons and tons of videos out there that Nature Boy ran a cult. And I know half of the time that he did, it was not, in the United States, which the PR is, that's the States, but it was out there in the jungle. But, he still had that cult. And, down here in the United States, that's illegal. You cannot have a cult. And I noticed I haven't been hearing anything with True, because True was coming on live just about every night. I don't even hear True that much. Now, Solar and Materia, they've been coming on live a lot. And Solar, he looks very happy. And I'm glad to see him happy. I mean, he's cleaning up himself. He cleaning up himself and, out there, living his best life. And I want to see all the rest of them do the same. But the only thing that I want to see True do is stay off of social media. So, man, if he's on social media, show more of his music. Make sure he make his own money. And once he make his own money, at least we know that he's making a step instead of coming on asking people to cash app him. Now, once he sat there and started doing for himself, I know he done broke away from that cult. But like I say, the jury is still out on that. And the reason why I say the jury is still out is because they still depending on people, on social media, people to cash app him. Hey, Marie, how you doing? How you guys doing? I hope you all had a great day today. They need each other to remind themselves why they haven't given up yet. That's what I think. But someone has said, I saw that Efru had went with her mom. Now I don't know if she did or not, but if that's the case, then that only means that it's Aya, Malia, and Zoka, and Malia is not going to go anywhere. But it sounds like Zoka. It sounds like Solar. He wants Zoka. He wants Zoka to come with him. So I don't know how all that's going to go ahead and play out. Yeah, I really don't have too much to talk about. I just came on and just shooting the breeze. Like I said there and say, when it comes to this platform right here, I'm just trying to make it more, like, where we all could just come together and just chat. I don't want to sit there and make it all stuffy. Have fun. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun. So that's what I'm trying to make it. We're going to try to see if we can go ahead and get our games back and have us a good time where we can laugh on the weekends. So that's how I want to go ahead and set it up. True was on earlier apologizing for talking crazy to everyone. Oh, I'm surprised that True apologized, because True don't apologize to no one. So I guess, he's trying to break out his shell, realizing that, his chief is not going to get out. And like I said, when it comes to Nature Boy, he have nobody to blame but himself. It's just sad to show you that you thought that you was going to come on live and just live a reckless life, and that stuff was not going to come back and bite you in your butt, because as you can see, it's biting him in his butt. And at the end, he was getting reckless. But Solar, he's doing real good. I just want to see him now. At least, they're not going to get a 9-to-5 job, but he did say that they want to, he's making his music, which I didn't even know that True, I didn't know that he can sing, unless Materia gonna sing and he's just gonna go ahead and just, make the music. Most likely that's how it's gonna be, because like I say, when it comes to Materia, she has a very beautiful voice. So them two together, I think that they can make it if, they just, stay away from all that foolishness. But like I said, when it comes to these people, to me, I think that they should have gone to a therapist. They use social media as their therapist, and social media is the wrong place if you need to go ahead and seek advice, because you're going to get 101 different opinions and you're going to end up screwed up. Effort, for what I saw, did not get in the car unless they came back, because she deliberately waited for them to pull off. Well, she looked like she was shocked. Efru looked like she was shocked when her mom came, but her mom is very beautiful. I mean, they have the same mouth, same eyes. Just to say that they went into a place that was dysfunctional. And I don't know what had happened to her, in her childhood with her parents, but I don't think that it was worse than where they are now. I think Marie said, I think Efru is at home. She too, and it's wonderful to her smile, and her mom is also happy to huge her daughter, to hug her daughter. Just wish the other three would go home before Cookie put them out. So you think, Marie, you think Efru is home? You think Efru, she went back home? I did see on someone's page that they say that Efru went back home, but then someone say she had came back and she made a live, so they don't know she went home or not, because when her mom had left out of her little video that she had when she was on Instagram, her live, it looked like she was kind of shocked. So Marie said she had left. Maybe she probably, you never know. They might as well leave, because like some who that said, Marie said she don't think that Cookie gonna keep all these women in her house that long. So they might as well leave, and True is not gonna take care of them. So Malia need to just go home and go back to her child, and Afro, not Afro, you need to go back home to her child. Maybe that's how it's going to work, because that's the only way they have to dismantle, because Nature Boy, that is over with. That's it. That's a wrap for him. Now, I don't know if it's a wrap, he's going to stay in jail, but I know it's a wrap for him with that cult. And even if Nature Boy come out, if they set bond for Nature Boy, he's still not going to be able to come on social media, because most likely, until his trial, they probably tell him to stay off of social media. But I guess they're realizing now that Nature Boy is not going to get out, especially if Solar went up there, and you don't know what Solar has said. Most likely Solar went and talked to him, because Solar, from the day that they found Nature Boy, they refused his bond again, Solar haven't stopped talking since. So Solar gonna talk, because Solar sat there and say what had happened to his child, and he's upset about that. Frida said, I heard very well the conversation she had with the male before mom hugged her. But that was like a Kodak moment. When I saw Elfru and her mom hug, that was like a Kodak moment. Because what mother wants to see their child in a cult, in a sex cult? Because that's exactly what it is. Going on Twitter and see how this man was exploiting these women. Tell me what mother wants to see their daughter, their child performance, this man got turning them out like that. And that's why I say I don't see what kind of spiritual walk is that. Because if Nature Boy say that this is all a part of a spiritual walk, I want to know, how can the Most High God get the glory out of all this stuff that they was doing? Tell me what kind of teaching it is for you to see another woman or see this man smack these people around, having them waiting on him 24/7. What parent want to see their child like that? So all this man was doing is exploiting them women. That's all he was doing. Marie said the back of the house is different. Food stamps can't pay bills, and they not going to work. They trying hard to make money on YouTube. People not giving donation. And I hope people not giving donation, because the Most High God had allowed me to put that out on my videos. The ones that's giving these people, sending them people cash app, they are enablers. And they are just as guilty as Nature Boy, because they helping keeping this cult alive. Because all they are doing is handicapping these people. So I'm guessing now people is waking up and saying, look, we're not going to support these people no more. We're not going to support those cults, because that's all it was. And the only reason why, most likely, they was donating to Nature Boy when he was on live, because of Nature Boy personality. Because Nature Boy knew how to sit there and sell this lie of his. But ain't none of them talent. Not near one of them in that Carbonation is talent. The only one is Materia. That's it. Because Solar, Solar not even funny. That's why Solar, he say he's good in his music. But yet you asking people to cash app you. Show more of your music. But at least he made a step. So I'm not going to beat him down, because at least he's out. How he got out, if it took for Nature Boy to go to jail, for him to get out, at least he's out. I don't know if they faking or not, but like I say, time is going to tell. And I don't know, just like I say, True, most likely True going to be the last one standing. And we already know why True going to be the last one standing. is because what he put out there when he said that he was never going to leave his chief, even if he have to cut off his hands. And Frida already said that he had came back and apologized to some of the people that watches him. And you know, True don't apologize to no one. Hey, Princess, how you doing? Hope you all had a great day. Yeah, I'm just here talking. Like I said, you know, when it comes here, I just want to just talk and try to make it fun. Hey, Angie. Hey, Angie, how you doing? I don't know why I say Angie and it's Angel. I would still leave even if I did say that. Yeah, I would leave too. He might as well leave. You know, all he have to do is just leave with one arm, because you know we gonna want that arm on a platter. So you might as well leave and just go to and take care of his son. And I guess, you know, now that Nature Boy is going out the way, most likely they having time to think and playing back these videos. And as they hearing people talking how they was brainwashed, they thinking all that. And they probably sit there and say, yes, I was brainwashed. Yes, I'm looking at myself right now. I didn't see it like this. I'm coming into reality. Yes, we were treated like slaves. Look at Solar. Solar looked like a kid in a candy store. I mean, life looks so good to Solar now. Dressing neat, hair cut. I mean, looking clean. Even the pizza, he went order some pizza. The pizza looked good to him. He couldn't even open the pizza in the car. He had to open the pizza right there in the restaurant, letting us see how the pizza looked. Because he know when he was ordering pizza, Nature Boy had to make sure he eat as much as he wanted before he gave them the scraps. So he was glad to leave. I mean, the dude is doing, you know, I mean, he driving and, you know, behind, they're doing good. They don't have to answer to no one. But it's something about what Elfru has said. Elfru has said that even though Chief is in jail, she said his voice is still there. So quite obvious what I got from it, that his voice is still ringing in her head. And that's what she can't let go. She can't let go of that voice. And that's where they need a therapist. And I know help is available. People are waiting to help these girls. Frida said Aya was looking like she was mad on her video. You can see Aya don't look happy at all. When they all had came forth and they was talking, Aya didn't say not one word. So quite obvious, Aya, she most likely, you don't know what these people are going through, because now they don't have Nature Boy to sit there, you know, and support them. And no woman gonna take care of no 3 women, grown women at that. What woman that you know gonna take care of grown women? Sooner or later, Cookie gonna get tired of them. Cookie gonna kick them out. I will kick them out. Because now that they know, everybody know that Cookie, she got these women at her house. Cookie probably said that, say too much attention is drawn to me now. And I don't think she want all that exposure. She said it's magical. Chief is magical. Well, if Chief is magical, Chief need to open up that cell and walk out. The only thing magical about Chief, and that's his tail looking in a mirror and seeing himself. And now he see his real self. That's the only magical thing about him, that he can see himself in the mirror and see all the karma that have come back and bit him in the butt. That's all he see. And you guys know everything they talking about now on their platform. You know I talked about all this. When they was asking where them girls was, I look at the background and see how, you know, I know that background was different. And that's when I saw someone had said that they was at Cookie House. But Cookie gonna end up kicking them out. Solar could have left when I don't know who, when Nature Bomb, I guess, left them in Puerto Rico, like Knowledge and Mama Nine did. Even Materia was left in Puerto Rico. So no, he could have left the point of no one wanting to work. I think they had said so, and even Solar has said no one knew, but he did leave. But at the end, after Solar was with that trend and all that stuff had got out, Solar had checked out ever since. Solar eyes, I mean, it was so baggy. It looked like Solar was just up all night crying. I'm gonna show that video. I'm gonna show that video where Solar eyes was like bags. I mean, his eyes looked like it was hanging down, like he was just wrestling with demons. After they had that training in the house, when Nature Boy had that training in the house, I mean, Solar, his face was so swollen. Right there, he had got tired of Nature Boy. You could see that Solar had checked out. Solar was ready to leave, but he was afraid of Nature Boy. Being in a cult, that's dangerous. It's very dangerous being in a cult, especially when you under a dictator like Nature Boy. And Nature Boy, his name, just like I said, is not Eligio for nothing. This dude is full of demons, many of demons, worse than the demons that I had on here. And y'all know, y'all heard one the other night on here. Man, that was really really got me. I sat there and said, I'm gonna make sure I watch who come on these lives with me. You got to sit there and you got to scream these people out. Frida said, I said to myself, no helper, your mama is magical. It was her mom's money. Yeah, that was, yeah. But you see, these people, like I said, they was taught to worship man. And see, anything that they get, they're not gonna look at it like it's a blessing from above, from above, from the Most High. They're not gonna look at it like it's a blessing. They're gonna think that, oh, the universe owe them. The universe is supposed to take care of them. So any monetary gift that you give them, they think it's some kind of cosmic currency, and that's where you handicap these people. That's why these people don't want to work, because they figure that's how they supposed to be supported. Each and every day they waking up that somebody's supposed to take care of them. But yet they so hard when it comes to the government. Holland, they don't want to be a part of the government, a part of the system. But you know worse than a system, because you looking for handouts. And like I say, when it comes to stuff like that, that's a miserable feeling. Don't know where your next meal gonna come from. You have to wait till you sit there and come on live and tell somebody a sob story so they can cash out you some money. And I know a lot of people don't like a 9-to-5 job, because I don't like a 9-to-5 job. Like I told you guys, if I don't own it, I don't want it. But at least come up with find some kind of career. Get in school and do something. And Zoka and Efru, they are very smart. Now I can't say the same thing for Malia and Aya. Now, all I can say is Lord have mercy on them. But when it comes to Zoka and Efru, they still young. They could get back in school and continue their education. And that's why I pray right now that they find the right therapy, not do like Velvet did. Because when Velvet came out of that cult, the first thing that she did, she went on social media. But now I see that Velvet, she must be doing good. Velvet doing good for herself now. Velvet is very happy, but she came a long, long ways. I mean, she have a very beautiful man. I mean, doing good. Velvet even driving. And look at Solar. Soon when Solar got out, Solar started doing good. And I know True probably be so embarrassed. True is so embarrassed. True probably sit there and say, look at this dude. Look at Solar. Solar is driving a nice car. Solar was driving a Audi, guys. Did you see that car? That was an Audi. Solar, I mean, him and Material, they was dressed alike, going to a restaurant. They ain't never did that with Nature Boy. Nature Boy never sat there and told any of these people that was in Carbonation, look, I want you to take your wife and go sit down in a restaurant and y'all have a good time. Nature Boy ain't never told these people that. All Nature Boy was looking for himself. Solar took his woman out. They had a great time. And that's why I say I'm not going to put my mouth too much on Solar. But the jury is still out. I just hope that, he's not doing it just to save face, or, I don't know, because he was pushing 3 too hard. But he also had got me the other night when he said that he considered himself as king. And he said say Nature Boy was under him. He knew that he was king. So he's still trying to put himself on that throne as well. Dude, just be yourself. Why everybody needs a title? Yeah, most likely it was a rental. Yeah, most likely. I don't think that he came out and purchased an Audi. If he would have purchased an Audi, shoot, the IRS and everybody else would have been looking at him very hard. So I don't think, what job does this dude ever had to come out of a cult and go and purchase an Audi? Come on now. So but Solar looked like he's trying to set himself up, but he said that Nature Boy, and he said it in so many words. He didn't. It's not his exact words, but he did say that he's king, and also like Nature Boy. He taught Nature Boy everything. You know, just forget about all that now. We whatever you need to tell, go and tell it to the authorities and live your best life. Even he was getting signs like when he was he was recording everything. He recorded a sign say live your best life. It's like the universe was just talking to him. It's like God was just speaking to him. you know Enjoy your life. He even looked at the moon. The moon looked good to him. He was just looking at the small things, and he was just enjoying the small things because he's free. This guy had been locked up for a very long time. Marie says Solar is having fun, but they have a rental car. Yeah, it's a rental car. Most likely it's a rental car. And I think that they living in a hotel. But I don't know what's up with Material with all that hair, man. I mean, Material, she look like Diana Ross with all that hair. She even have more hair than Diana Ross have. And for to say that they natural, and they try to stay close to the earth, but girl, that's a little too much hair. Marie says Solar is having fun, but you don't have to keep telling me how great you are. Prove it to me. That's true, But I guess that Solar, the dude been in a cult for so long. And I guess he got to constantly remind himself, and that's his therapy. That's his way to get through, just talk it out to people. But even though, I don't know me, he say he's on Big O Live and he's not a host on Big O Live, so he's not getting money. So even if they send him beans or whatever, I don't think that, he's getting paid for it because he don't have an agent. But he did was asking for cash. He was putting his cash app, asking for cash app. Now, the thing about it is that they live in a very expensive life. So if you asking people to send you cash app, that don't mean that you have to flex. Yeah, they look like they was very high, Angel. You right. So I hate when people, you send them money and they take the money and they misuse it. So if someone cash apping you money, they cashing out you money so you can survive for the next day, not to flex. And that's why they never have nothing, because these people been in the cult for almost 6 years and don't have nothing to show for, because they so wasteful with money. Angel says Solar is self-medicating. Maybe. And by coming on social media every day, every night, all day, it's not helping at all. All it's just making them is more confused. So when people cash app him, what they need to do is just save their little money so they can go ahead and get some, so they can live. But it doesn't make no sense if you taking the money and you go and buy alcohol and marijuana and buying clothes and trying to flex for the people. Because like I said with Nature Boy been in that cult for like 6 or 7 years. I mean, don't have no land. The house we thought that he was purchasing, found out he was leasing a house. So how can you call yourself a chief? How can you call yourself a chief, have 8 to 9 people as your wives and not counting the men, but you had nothing to show for? Nature Boy had nothing to show for. And Nature Boy said that he had his barbershop. He even told his attorney had said that he still owned his barbershop. Like he has somebody running the barbershop for him. Now, you know that's a lie. You know good and well that's a lie. Nature Boy told us that he sold that barbershop. Now, why would he tell that lie knowing that they was going to find out about that? And even if Nature Boy had that barbershop and people was running it for him while he was out there in Puerto Rico, why he didn't buy no land? And I don't think that the land is that high down there, up there. He could have went and purchased him some land. He could have went to Mexico and purchased some land. What did these people do with all their money? And that's why I say when it comes to Nature Boy is a false prophet. These people didn't have a farm. They didn't even have one chicken. I remember when Aya had showed us a little garden that they was trying to start. Didn't have one tomato on that garden, in that garden. These people wasn't out there to build. Marie said, why come he haven't been to seen his family with Natalia? They are in California. Yeah, why he didn't? That is why we don't see his parents, unless his parents don't want to be involved in all that. Because if he in California and his parents live in California, shouldn't Natalia be at the house visiting? They all sitting down eating, glad to be free. Why you don't see nothing like that? So, like I say, the jury is still out when it comes to these people, because if I know that my son is now out of a cult, I would be like the prodigal son. My son was lost, now he found. If I know my son is now out of a cult, I would have had set the best table, broke out a party for my child, that he's now free. You don't even hear Solar say anything about his parents. So I just pray that these people is not pulling a fast one over us. I hope that these people is not using all this for content. And Marie, you got a good question. That's a good question. Why? Those people are in California right now. Solar parents is in California. You remember the prodigal son? When his son had left and went out there in the world, his son was looking afar off. The father was looking afar off for his son, waiting for his son to come home. And I know his parents, many nights, had sleepless nights trying to get their child out of that cult. But like I said, they are grown people and they do whatever they want. Frida said he destroyed all their lives and credit scores. He totally destroyed their whole life. Who? His parents? And he destroyed all their lives. And most likely, Frida's talking about Nature Boy has destroyed everybody that was in that cult credit. Most likely. Just like they said, they had all kinds of stuff, the PP loans and everything else. And these people, I'm hearing that they gave all the people that applied for those PP loans, they wrote it off. I say, if it was that easy, shoot, I could have applied for it. I had a business and should apply for it. I mean, these people sitting there got all that money and nothing happening to them. And they ain't got nothing to show for. $20,000 was running through that house. And most likely, Nature Boy probably paid off of that car he was driving, which I don't think that these people paid off that car. He probably leased the car as well. And now True look like he's sleeping in the car. When True wants to get AC, he goes sit in the car. They have nothing to show for. This is what you call a pot that you know what, and a window to throw, and don't have a window to throw it out of, because they don't have nothing. And that's why when I made my video, I say it's nothing but a dry and barren land. They don't have nothing to show for. Nothing. And I think now that this wizard, that's exactly what Nature Boy is, a wizard. You might as well call him a wizard, because they are a wizard, because they believe in all this witchcraft and voodoo and all this stuff. Even Solar has said Nature Boy practice all that stuff. But now that the wizard is locked up in jail, they need to just go home. It's been exposed, so now it has to be investigated. Yeah, they've been investigating that. They've been know what's going on. Trust me, these people knew what's going on. Most of the people that was coming in and out of that cult probably was, most likely was informants. You know, they knew exactly what's going on. Like I said, you know, when it comes to the Fed, you know, they don't rush on the scene like the state. The feds are very patient, very, very patient. They wait until they have some concrete evidence to make sure when they get you, you ain't getting out. Oh Lord, please let it be true. Angel said, I heard, I got to post this, I got to pin this up. Let me pin this up right here. Angel said, I heard that Nay and Solar have jobs. Lord, let that be true. Let that be true. Now, I believe Kite might have a job, because Kite look good. Kite look real good, but they might as well find a job, because ain't nobody going to take care of no grown people. No, the government is rounding up people about the loans. They slowly getting people on fake business. Oh, okay. Because I had heard yesterday, they said that somebody had said on the live, somebody had said that, no, it was somewhere else. they had said that they writing all that debt out, saying that they don't have to pay that money no more. And I say, well, in that case, then shoot, I wish I would have applied for a shoot if I knew that it was going to be that easy to get that money. But I want to know how in the heck that these people. Oh, I forgot that Nature Boy claimed that he had his own lawnmower service. Now you know good and well Nature Boy didn't have his own lawn service. What grass Nature Boy cut? Nature Boy ain't never picked up the finger, sat there and put a towel to his face to wipe the crust out of his face, let alone go and mow somebody's lawn, saying that he got a business of that. Why would he tell his attorney all those lies? That's perjury. You got a lawn company. You still got your barber shop, and we know that's a lie. Why would he tell the judge that? I mean, tell his lawyer that and told it in front of the judge. That's perjury. Knowing that all this stuff was going to be on YouTube. He knew all that stuff was going to be on social media. Frida said, I believe Solar has been home to his family because I see pictures of him and his family, his friends, even one with him. And so, yep, it could be true because they don't show all their lives on social media. He's washing his own face. Oh, yes, he washing his own face. If he ain't washing his own face, he probably found him another sweetie in there. And sweetie in there washing his face. You know. But believe me, he going to find somebody to do something for him. But everything that he's getting back is karma. It's karma. Like I say, karma gonna always know your address. Marie say Nateria is selling t-shirts and earring stuff. Solar is making music. Good, great. Because I love Nateria. You guys know I love Nateria. Because Nateria, my mouth is kind of dry. Nateria, give me some water. Nateria is the only one that had a mind. Nateria did some grimy stuff. She did some, going in and out. But Nateria had a motive. One thing about Nateria, and you guys know I had said that on my video. Nature Boy couldn't get to Nateria's mind. He got to everybody's mind, but he could not get to Nateria's mind. He could not get to Nateria's mind. He couldn't get to her. And when it came to Solar, he got to Solar. That's what Solar talking all that crap. But yeah, Nature Boy got to your mind. Nature Boy had you kissing his feet. I mean, he degraded you guys. He emasculated you guys on social media. But he didn't play that with Nateria. Nateria go when she want to go, and she come back when she want to come back and be with whoever she wants to be with. And like I had told you guys, I say when it came to Nature Boy, it would be a man it was gonna be a woman that was gonna bring Nature Boy to his knees, and sure enough, it was one. Yes, karma don't discriminate, and that's exactly what it is. Like I said, when it comes to karma gonna always know your address. You're gonna pay back everything that you put out there in the atmosphere. Is gonna come back at you. And I know Nature Boy, he was pretty sure that he was going to get out. And now that it is now, with the grand jury, he got to go all the way to trial with that. And everything that happened is all on video. These people got tons of videos, tons of evidence to watch. And just like he said, if he go down, he taking everybody down with him because most likely he had them to do it. But we all know how it is when you run a cult. Nature Boy was giving the orders. And I pray that Solar and Nateria and Kite, I pray that these people do get a job. And I also pray that True wake up. I pray that they all wake up. Because they was caught in a bad situation. They was caught around a man that was hurt. And just like they say, when it comes to hurt people, they hurt other people. And that's exactly what Nature Boy did. Nature Boy put all his demons on these people, every last one of them. He played it out. And by his teaching and, the stuff that, he was telling them, they believed that lie. And like I said there and saying, some of the stuff that Nature Boy was saying, I'm not even going to lie. It did make sense. But the thing about it is that he used violence to control them. You don't put your hands on no one to get them under control. I remember, just like I had told you guys on a video, that when I went to my son, when they had when he was in a swearing in the Marines, they told him everything that the streets taught you, your mom and whoever, we was gonna brainwash you, we was gonna wipe it out of you. But they didn't put their hands on my son. When you're in the military, they won't touch you. They'll scream at you, yell at you, but they're not going to touch you. And Nature Boy, he was beating these people into submissive to bow down to him. He was beating them. He was very abusive. And poor Malia, she caught hell. And that's why she thinks she's still under that yoke of Nature Boy today. She's still thinking that if she leave right now, that most likely something is gonna happen to her. Because this dude had beat this girl to submission, every last one of them. Except Nateria. Nateria didn't play. And the only reason why most likely Solar, he's surviving because he got Nateria. I don't know if he could have survived without Nateria. What you guys think? I don't think that he would be able to survive without Nateria. Because Musa, he left. He had enough. Musa said that and say he need time for himself. Musa said he was not coming back on social media. Not now. Because he needed time for himself. And everything that happened, he's taking accountability of the part that he played in. So time is going to tell, how it's played, how it all plays out. Because I heard somewhere that I think he have to go back to court in August. Because now, everything that he have, is charges, so he better make sure that he get him a good attorney, because I don't think a public attorney, someone from the state, he's going to be able to get out. So he better make sure all the years that people was cash apping him and sending those donations, I hope he have saved it for attorney, because he's going to need a really good attorney, a really good one. And that's the only way that he might get lesser charges, because he going to have some charges on him. But if True don't get out trying to True, he going to have some as well. Yeah. He sold them a lie. And they bought that lie. I guess, like I said, these young people, they believed in that, because they would believe anything that somebody would tell them, because they searching for the truth. But the thing about it is that they searching for the truth in the wrong place. They searching for the truth with man, putting their eyes on man. Man don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. Shoot. Man, all you saw right now, all Nature Boy was looking out for nobody but himself. I saw where Nature Boy would treat a stranger better than he was treating the ones that was in his cult. People come in there, he was treating them better than he was treating the ones that was in his cult. He was disrespecting them. So they need to just go home. Marie said the way Solar was between Nature Bum legs, I was thinking, oh my God, Solar is in love with Nature Boy. Yeah, I thought they were going to kiss one another. I saw them. Girl, I made a video on that. Nature, when I made a video where Nature Boy kissed Solar, and Solar was trying to play it off when it was in that van. That was the time when they all was in the office with Nature Boy when he was playing as Professor. But when Nature Boy had got on Zoka, telling Zoka she could leave, and that's when Solar had stuck up for Zoka and said something. And the next day, Zoka looked like her tooth was missing, and she was in the van, in the back of the van, looked like she was all depressed and laying down. And, I guess they had just beat up or whatever. And Solar, he was in the passenger seat with Nature Boy, and Nature people was telling Solar some stuff, and Nature Boy is saying, well, Solar, he ain't gonna leave me. Solar, he was here way before everybody else, way before Zoka. He ain't gonna leave me. And Nature Boy took Solar by the neck and kissed him on the cheek like he was trying to kiss that man in his mouth. I promise you, I saw that for myself. And I made a video on that. Yes, I did. I made a video on that. And if they sat there and thought that Nature Boy, the women was drinking Nature Boy's semen, oh my God, I can't even think. Oh my God, have mercy. Trust me, if the women was doing it, the men was doing it as well. The men was doing it as well because they was on their knees just as much as the women was. They were on their knees just as much as the women was. So they was doing the same thing. Don't let Solar, like I said, I'm glad he's gone, but Solar, his lips wasn't big for nothing. Trust me, honey. That mouth wasn't wide for nothing. Trust me. If I could be a fly on the wall, but let me tell you something. We always say that if we only could be a fly on the wall to see all the stuff that had happened, it's gonna come out. I promise you, it's gonna come out. Everything that happened, even what the men was doing, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out because even Nature Boy has said, he said, I'm only coming out now. When he said there and say about this being bisexual, he said, I'm only coming out now showing the real me. Nature Boy Ben was that. We already knew Nature Boy was going both ways. We already know that Nature Boy, he liked the trainers. And like I said, ain't nothing wrong with a transsexual. If that's their preference, if that's what they want, that's their lifestyle. But Nature Boy, he should have been coming out, being himself, living in his truth. He knew that's the reason why he was beating on them women, because he did not like women. Ain't no man gonna beat up a woman that they love. Musa, yes, Musa said it. Yes, Musa said it. Musa said what, Angel? But like I said, ain't no man gonna beat up a woman the way that this man, and treat a woman the way that Nature Boy was treating them women in that camp. No way. No way. Unless he didn't like them. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that was going on, and it's going to come out. Like they say, what's in the dark is going to come out to the light. And there's a lot of stuff that these people did. But like I say, at the end of the day, they were grown people. That he was on his knees for Nature Boy. All of them. All of them was on their knees for Nature Boy. Every last one of them. And I could just see it right now in the spirit. I could see right now that these people was doing pleasure to Nature Boy because they thought that what was down below on Nature Boy, and I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, that was part of their spiritual healing. That was their communion. That was their communion. drinking out, instead of drinking out the cup, they was, you know what? That was drinking. They was drinking out the cup. That was their communion. Nasty tail beasts. These people did some detestable stuff. That's why I say these people gonna really need some therapy. These people did some nasty stuff. And if I ask the Most High God to reveal it to me, God gonna reveal it to me where it's gonna come out in court. It's gonna come out in court. They're gonna tell what the men was doing as well. The men was doing the same thing. Yeah, downloads, all of them. All of them. Help me with the words. You're right, downloads. Yeah, because yes, that's the new name, downloads. Yes, all of them was doing that. And if I ask the Most High God to have them to gurgitate it out, He gonna gurgitate it out, and somebody gonna come forth right now, and they gonna say not just the women was downloading, the men was as well. The men was as well. That's why He kept them so close. Yes, I believe it all going to come to the light. Yes, it's gonna come to the light. It's gonna all come to the light. If you that attached to a man, if another man is attached to a man, excuse me, y'all. If another person is attached to a man like that, trust me, something was going on for it to be that good for them to stay in that house, and it's gonna come out. And when them people get to trial, when this case get to trial, which it will get to trial, unless Nature Boy don't want all his dirt to come out and just go ahead and take a plea, because if he take a plea, then it's not gonna, we won't know nothing. But most likely his attorneys going to tell him what all they because they got to present what they got against him besides the big aura. They got to his attorney gonna tell him who all are, whatever then came out and what they are working with. So Nature Boy can go ahead and present his case. So quite obvious, they're gonna tell Nature Boy what they are working with. And when he find out, just like I told you guys, and Angel, Marie, and Princess, and all you guys that's here, the ones that follow me, everything that I said, it came to pass. Everything that I said came to pass. When Nature Boy find out that the men that sat there was in his camp are the ones that's testifying against him, Solar, Musa, and True about to come forward too, because True right now, he's starting to think, and as the occult is starting to dismantle, True is starting to see it himself. And when True turn against Nature Boy, it's a wrap. And Nature Boy, he won't have no other choice but to take that plea. Nature Boy won't have no other choice to take that plea. Nature Boy knew he was going to jail. He spoke on it too much. He told Solar he was going to betray him, and Solar looked scared to say anything, but he said, "No, you're my chief." And I got the video. I'm gonna make that video, Marie, because Nature Boy had told Solar, he said if anybody was gonna betray him, Nature Boy said they all going hand in hand. If he go to jail, even Velvet, he said their hands are dirty, not clean. Didn't I play the video? Didn't I make the video? I made the video. I played the video. That's why they striked all my videos. But Nature Boy said that. And that's why I said that. Say some of the stuff, Nature Boy have a gift. I'll be telling you guys a lie if Nature Boy did not have a gift. But he's not God. Nature Boy have a gift. But the thing about it is that he misused the gift. Because anybody can get that many people to follow them. They got something going on. This man had a gift. But what he did was he exalted himself above the Most High God. And that's why everything came crashing. That's why everything came crashing. So now, as he say, he's a good chess player, which Solar say he's the best chess player. So now we got, which I don't believe Solar is the best chess player because Solar is kind of weak. Solar is very weak. This man said that and had you bowing down, bent over. So you cannot say that Nature Boy, you cannot say that you are the one that was the strong one in the camp because the man had you bending down as well. Nature Boy had you bending down, sucking his toes. And if Nature Boy would have told you to sit there and download him in front of the cameras, you would have did that as well. Yes, Chief. How you want me to do it, Chief? Okay, Chief, I'll do it. And that's why I sat there and say everything that I said about these people, it came to pass. These people looked at this man as their God. To him, they are their God. And the only way that I will believe that these people have really denounced themselves from Nature Boy, that's if they do what Musa did. And Musa, he left the scene. He got off the radar. You don't even hear nothing about from Musa anymore. But that's Solar. Oh, that's Solar. Man, Solar is the gift that's keep giving. Princess said, I said he went too far with the three God. The Most High said, oh no, you won't play with the Trinity. You're right. He had got enough. He had got enough. The Most High God had got enough of Nature Boy. It was like vomit. It was like puke. It was like stink to his nostrils. The Most High God had got enough of Nature Boy. And he said, no, this is it. This is it. So he had to step in himself. And that's why at the end, Nature Boy had started wilding out. Nature Boy started wilding out. Because what it was is he was going crazy. Now, I don't know if Solar and whoever had got together, you know, if you put Chief on marijuana, he gonna crack up. Because Solar, he said on his live that he used to import, Solar said he used to import the marijuana to Nature Boy. So you don't know what they was lacing that stuff with. Because he said he was importing, he was bringing in the marijuana for Nature Boy. And I don't even have to say allegedly on that. Because Solar said it. And we already know, if you've been following Nature Boy, he already said that when he smoked marijuana, it makes him hallucinate. He can't take it. So maybe they say, well, the only way that we can sit there and bring Nature Boy down, and that's to go ahead and give him marijuana. And because he just turned to 100 when he have marijuana. And Solar said, and I don't have to say allegedly because Solar said it. Solar said when Nature Boy, he was importing that stuff for Nature Boy, and that's how Nature Boy was getting it. I thought Nature Boy was getting it from his friend. His friend was importing that, was bringing that marijuana to him. But no, it was Solar the one ordering it for him. So I guess Solar probably sat there and say, look, long as we keep getting it to him, giving it to him, his true self was going to come out. Them demons was going to sit there and get the best of him. Them demons was going to attack him. And as we saw the demons was attacking him, because every time when Nature Boy would sit there and smoke that stuff, Nature Boy was changing to a totally different person. In the beginning, Nature Boy couldn't even handle that marijuana. That marijuana had him crying and having him in a corner, where we even used to tell the people in a cult, Malia and them, look, man, don't let him smoke no more of that stuff. But we know that they couldn't take it from him once he got a hold of that. We knew they couldn't take it from him. But they knew exactly how to get him off of character. And the man, when he starts smoking, the minute when he starts smoking that stuff, Nature Boy turned to he just turned to a monster. He turned to a total different person where even he couldn't even recognize that. And that's when he started thinking that he was in another dimension where he started calling himself the three God. And right there, God sat there and he tore him up because nowhere in the world he was the three God. Nowhere in the world he was the most high God. No way in the world that he was the Messiah. And he wasn't an Antichrist. He wasn't an Antichrist. He was a false prophet. That's what he was. Now, he was gifted. Yes, he was gifted. I'm not going to tell you no lie. Yes, Nature Boy was gifted. But he sold them people a lie, and they bit off the lie. Every last one of them bit off a lie. Yes. And it's all coming out. But I know one thing. Only thing that Nature Boy, his best bet right now, because the whole world is against him. And the only way that he can get out of this right now, and that's the most likely to take a plea. And he's not going to get out of jail, but, at least, he might not serve life because the ammunition that these people got on him, I see in the spirit that no way in the world that he's going to be able to get out of this. Yes, he said he stood up to Nature Bum over Zoka, and that's hard to believe when Zoka was laying on the couch because she had the baby. Solar was just rubbing on her head, so he weak. Solar is a dude, not stud. Break it down for me, Marie. He's a dude, not stud. But like I said, all of them should take accountability. Every last one of them should take accountability because a man is a protector. A man is a protector. And I don't give a care what tight situation that they in. A man is going to take care of his family. He's not going to let no harm come to his family if he's a real man. So if Solar allow Nature Boy to snatch his child away from him and he did not say a word, not a word until Nature Boy was locked up. So right there, that's very questionable. That means that Nature Boy must have really had a stronghold, a yoke around his neck to have him not say a word about his child until the day that Nature Boy was laid up. Dude, not a stud. Yeah. Well, like I said, they all was downloading together. I don't know who had it, who was the best. I think Solar was the best. His stuff was the best, better than Zoka's, because Solar couldn't get from under it. But the truth is going to come out. One thing about the truth is going to always find its way back home. Yeah, they're not going to get out of this. But I know one thing: if this go to trial, if all this go to trial, I would like to be sitting in that courtroom. I most definitely would like to be in that courtroom because everything gonna come out. What was not in the wash is gonna come out in the rinse. Like I said, what's this girl named? She's a content creator too. Kohler. She made a funny little skit about what I had said about Nature Boy. You remember New Jack City with Neo Brown? Nature Boy gonna tell on everybody. He gonna blame everybody but himself. And he's gonna sit there and put all the blame on Solar. all the blame on Solar, and most likely that's why Solar went and turned himself in. Yeah, he gonna take a plea. He ain't gonna have no other choice. He don't have no other choice to take a plea because he the one that cult was his. He the one ran that cult. He's gonna take a plea. If he don't take a plea, they're gonna sit there and throw the book at him. They gonna throw the book at him. So Naturia have her king. Do you think he still loves Zokar or even care about her anymore? Yes, he loves Zokar. He care about Zokar because the other night when Naturia was kissing on him, he was talking about Zokar the entire time. He loves Zokar. He said he loved every last one of them over there. Yes, he loves Zokar. And I believe right now, if Zokar will call Solar and tell Solar to send her a plane ticket so she can get out of that Atlanta to come up there with him, he'll do it. He would do it. But first, Solar have to heal himself because he's sending mixed messages. You don't know if he's still a part of this cult or he's trying to build him another cult or he just ready to get on with his life with his music. To me, he's kind of confusing. Somewhere in the spirit, it's like he's sending mixed messages, because he's calling himself a king and he's saying that Nature Boy, he taught Nature Boy everything. So I don't know if Solar trying to start him a cult, because you could see that he's still into all that foolishness, all this black magic and witchcraft, all the stuff that he accusing Nature Boy of. He's a part of it. He's not in touch with reality. You can see that Solar is not in touch with reality. This man think that he's some character. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he call himself Zeus? Now he's calling himself something else. These people are they are out of touch with the real world. And that's why I say, even if Solar send for Zoka, she's just gonna end up worse off than what she already is. Because Solar still have the residue of carbonation all over him. Maybe he might do better because Solar is not aggressive at all. But it makes her anger or hurt. Nature Bomb said he's going to have his own cult. Yes, he called himself Zeus. Like I say, these people are not in touch with reality. I mean, with the real world, they're not. These people think that they, if you talk to them, and I understand where they are, that's why I can read them. I understand where they are. But like I say, they're doing it from a dark place. Because as a believer of the Most High God, even though we are in this world, we are not of this world. But we are in tune with reality. See, these people, they are no earthly good. These people, they think that these people are stuck in another dimension. That's why when True was talking to Nick at night, I said she should have interviewed maybe Aya and Malia, because she could never understand what True was talking about, because True is a type of person that he's not in touch with the real world. It's like they are asleep. And everything that Nature Boy was telling you guys, that's the way that Nature Boy see life. He see himself in a coma. He see himself sleep. What they are living, they are in a dream. Every last one of them, they are in a dream. Even Nateria in a dream. But Nateria is kind of aware of her dream. She kind of in touch with her dream because Nateria thinks she's a fairy. Solar think that he's Zeus, he's some god. True think he's some wizard. Zoka, she's some divination girl. She's the one that's practicing that black magic. Malia and Aya, they just lost. They just lost souls, just caught up in it. Just caught up in it. Just screaming for help. But these people are not touched with reality. These people think that they are asleep. And I understand from a spiritual point of view where they are, because I'm a dreamer. That's why I can see all this mess. I have a spirit of discernment. And they may have been gifted. Solar, Zoka, Nature Boy may have had a gift. But like I told you guys, when they operate out of darkness. And we talked about this. When the Only Crews came to my channel, we talked about this. These people, they get their readings. They get all this information out of darkness. And whoever they tapped into is actually speaking to them. Actually speaking to them. But it's coming out of darkness. Hi, the doll. How you doing? Glad you're here. Just talking. That's all I'm doing, talking. Now I'm talking about Nature Boy and whatever they want to call them and these people in that cult. But I understand, because you cannot say you believe in the Most High God and not believe that there's a devil, because it is a devil. Hell is real. The devil is real. But like I said, all the stuff that they are doing is only a temporary fix. And that's why they won't have happiness. That's why they won't never have peace. Because it's like a drug. You know how a drug, you get high for a while, and then when you come down, you come crashing. You get all those readings from astrology and witchcraft and all this stuff. And like I said, I live all around this stuff. It's only a temporary fix. Miss D, I'm showing you love and support. You're amazing. Keep spreading the word. Praise the Lord. Thank you. Thank you very much, the doll. Thank you. All this stuff that they are doing, I understand. When Nature Boy say that he's a dreamer, I understand Nature Boy, because I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. Like I said, when I was going through, when it was coming to my business, it's like I was in a coma, didn't even want to wake up. Like I was in another dimension. I understand all that what he's saying. I understand everything what True's saying about he feel like he's not a part of this world. I understand this. That's why I sit there and say, if I was interviewing True, I would have known where True was going. I understand what True was saying. But like I told you, the readings that he's getting and who he's listening to is coming from a dark place. We talked about all this on my channel. We talked about how when the glory of God had left Saul, Saul had disguised himself and went to a witch doctor. He didn't want the witch doctor to know that he was a man of God. He wanted to hide himself. Me and Mel and myself, we talked about that. Saul hid himself, disguised himself from the witch doctor. But the witch doctor, she recognized that the anointing was on Saul, that Saul was a man of God. But the glory of God had departed from him, where Saul did not hear from God anymore. So he went to a witch doctor. And even the witch doctor was afraid that Saul had came to him, because they don't even, those people that practices all that witchcraft, they don't mess with God's anointing. We talked about that, because when you mess with God's anointing, then it weakens their power. It weakens their power. So they don't mess with God. When they know that you are anointed, when they know that you have a zeal on your life, they're not going to mess with you. Because you can zap that anointing out of them real quick. You remember I talked about that when the divination woman was following Paul and Silas and was saying about Paul was a man of God and speaking in Paul life. Paul turned around and he rebuked that spirit out of her. He took that spirit out of her, even though she was telling the truth. But Saul knew that what she was saying was coming from a dark place. So when Nature Boy had said that he was in a coma, and he felt like he was in a sleep, that's the way that he lived his life. He's a dreamer. He lived his life. But what he did was he exalted himself above the Most High God. He gave himself the glory. And when you don't do what the Most High God tells you to do and tell it the way that he tells you, then the glory of God will depart out of you. And that's what happened to Nature Boy. And that's why he kept getting these people in and out of his cult, because he was feeding off of their energy. As these young people was coming in, he was zapping their energy from them. He was stifling an anointing off of them. He needed a Zoka around him. He needed young people around him. He needed weak and vulnerable people around him, because what that was doing is it was energizing him. No, he's not going to get a person that have it all together. He don't want that person nowhere around him, because that person, he get a person that knows how to tap into the spirit realm. He know that they will call him out. He know that they will expose him. So what he would do is he would get young, vulnerable, weak people. And the thing about it is that he said that he want people that's weak-minded. He wants silly women. He said that. He want people that don't have a brain, don't have a mind. He said that. He didn't lie. Like I told you, the devil, he didn't lie. He told the truth. But he didn't tell them how it was going to end. When Saul went to the witch doctor, what we call the psychic today, told Saul the truth. Okay, Saul, you want me to raise Samuel from the dead? She did it. The witch doctor raised Samuel from the dead. And the Bible says when Samuel came out, he came out like a ghost. And he told Saul, for you tampering with what God, you tampering with the anointing of God, you shall surely die. By tomorrow, you shall be dead. So why would you want to tamper in darkness, knowing that it's going to be consequences, knowing that it's going to cause some, you know, you're not going to survive it. You may not die physically, but spiritually, you're going to die. He needed young blood. Yes, Princess said yes. He would feast off of their energy because Nature Boy been doing this for a long time. And like Solar said, Nature Boy Ben was practicing witchcraft. Ben was getting all going, tampering all his darkness. That's why he can call on every month. Nature Boy was a new god. He was a new god. One minute he this God, the next day he another God. Now he's three God. I wonder what God he is in jail, unless he even came to himself. But you see, Satan is after the seed. He after babies. And if he can get away with people younger than 18, he would get away with it. He thought he was going to get away with it. When he was going after, when they were saying how he was talking about he was allowing his children to play with his penis. He thought he could get away with it, but the people called him out on it. If you guys out there wouldn't have been listening to that mess and called Nature Boy out of that, I promise you, Nature Boy would have been after the children. Because Satan is after the seed. And he wants them as young as he can. But you guys called him out on it. And that's why you never saw no babies around there. And the Most High God showed me these people was popping babies out there in that jungle like it was bunny rabbits. These people was popping babies out of their bellies or whatever, out of their whatever, like they were bunny rabbits. But as they was popping them out, I saw in the spirit, Nature Boy was zapping the life out of it. The only reason why we saying Zoka baby, because God has sent somebody to sit there and bring it to light. Because we wouldn't have known about Zoka baby. Because they would have hid that as well. But God sent somebody to sit there and bring it to light. Because they would have hid that too. You think that these young women, these women still wet behind the ear? And they wasn't under no kind of birth control? Do you think that these women was laying up with these men and not getting pregnant? Come on, guys, wake up. It does not take a rocket science to figure this out. Now, mark my word, all this stuff is going to come out. Like I said, was not in the wash, it's going to come out in the rinse. These people are afraid now. They are scared. And Aya, she don't like jail. The reason why the Most High God showed me why Aya is so quiet. Aya's quiet because Aya's hands is dripping. I told you I couldn't put my hands on it. But I say it was something about Aya. And the reason why Aya quiet now, guys, because Aya know that she was in the mix of it. Too many young women still wet behind the ear, just coming from out of their mom's wombs, coming out of the house into a camp. And you trying to tell me only one child has survived in that camp? Only one child was in that camp, and that was the one that True and Sheba had. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I'm telling you, these people was popping babies, and I see it all in the spirit. And one thing about the spirit does not tell me nothing wrong. These people was popping babies like it was bunny rabbits. like they was rabbits. But they got caught with Zoka. They got caught with Zoka. And I promise you, when August comes, and August is not a good month for Nature Boy. August is not a good month for us. And I don't believe in astrology. When August, Nature Boy is going to court in August. And you know, if you from the South, August is not a good month for nobody because people are very superstitious when it comes to the month of August. And August is not going to favor Nature Boy at all. The month of August, Nature Boy will take a plea. Nature Boy would take a plea. And the reason why he would take a plea because too much blood is on their hands. And when you look at Aya, you can see the fear, the guilt all over her face. And now they're starting to break through. When Solar started running his mouth, it broke Solar. It broke Truth. True not talking all gangster anymore. True not pushing as much through as anymore. Because one of his disciples have ran free. One of his disciples have been let loose. And no telling what one of his disciples would tell. Because he knows where the bodies are. And like I said, when I see Solar, I see a person with a very, very wide mouth. And like they say down here in the South, them lips ain't big for nothing. He contained a lot of stuff. And he just waiting to spill it out. And he's going to tell it. And the reason why he's going to tell it, because he been through hell. And I don't blame him. Tell it. Tell it. And he might tell a little few lies in order to spare Zoka and the women that's in there. But at least he got the door open. And when he opened the door, somebody else is going to come. Because the day they arrest every last one of them, they arrest every last one of them. So quite obvious, they how they got out. They bond out or they got out on their own recognizance. So quite obvious, they still said they're charged them. They could come pick them up anytime. And the most likely that's why they told Musa and Solar, look, we said there you was arrested. We arrest every last one of you guys. And when they need you, you better go. If not, they'll come and pick you up. These people ain't gonna tell you the whole truth. They probably let them out on their own recognizance. These people ain't gonna tell you the whole truth, and that's why they can't. These people can come and knock on True door when they feel like and tell True, look, we need you to come clean, whether you tell it or not. But if you run out of the state, most likely they took their passport and everything else. True scared, guys. Yes, Marie said that's why the authorities took pictures of all of them, then released them, took pictures of every last one of them. They all was arrested. They didn't have to bind out, they let them out. But they still, the state still got them. The state could come get them anytime. And that's why True looks so worried now. You look so worried now. The only one sitting there looking like they got all it together, The only one that look like they have it all together, like they sitting there, they invincible, and that's Malia. And the reason why Malia, because Malia, she ain't got all. Something is not right in the upper room of hers. So quite obvious, she don't, poor baby, she don't know what's going on. Malia don't know what's going on. So quite obvious, she gonna come out there like she a part of the Black Panther. She don't know what's going on because he beat it and shifted all of her brains to one side. But when they get that Efru, if Efru is out that house, like they say Efru is out that house, I promise you, once Efru is set there and her mom talking to her and getting her the help that she need, honey, trust me, you gonna see that other side of Efru, and you know that other side ain't gonna keep it in. That other side gonna start talking as well, just like Solar other side is talking. That other side is not loyal to nobody. And Nature Boy stayed tried to pull out that other side of Efru. He always called Efru other side out. Now he gonna really see that side of Efru. He gonna see the white side. That's gonna be like Malcolm X. Is this the black side? This the Negro side? Or this the white? This the WAP side? Now, Nature Boy gonna see the white side of Efru. Watch and see. He tortured that girl. He humiliated that girl. He didn't like it, Efru. You know Nature Boy did not like it, Efru. And now all he did was everything that he did to this girl and everybody else. He gonna see when it's time for him to go back to court. His attorney gonna have all the discovery, everything, gonna lay it out on the table. And he gonna be shocked. He gonna be really shocked, the ones that's gonna testify against him. And want me to tell you what Nature Boy gonna do? He ain't gonna be able to get out of it. He gonna know that he's now backed up to the wall. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna take a plea. All that macho stuff that he say, if I go down, I'm gonna tell it. I promise you, in the month of August, Nature Boy is not gonna play chess. He gonna play checkers. He gonna play checkers. His chessboard have expired. They don't play. They don't play chess in jail. They gonna play checkers. The only ones that's gonna play chess, and that's the DA. He finally got the opponent that he wanted. Nature Boy say, I am the best chess player. No one can play better than me. Now it's going to be the state, the feds versus Nature Boy in chess play. We're going to see a real chess players. They going to battle it out. But I'm going to tell you who going to win. Want me to tell you who going to win if it's Nature Boy against the state or the feds? Want me to tell you who going to win? They going to win. Because the state, they don't never run out of money. That's what the state gonna tell you. The state will never run out of money. So now y'all was watching Nature Boy talking about how good he is in chess. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. We will see. Because the state is not going to run out of money. They're going to play all the way until the end. And I promise you, his chess pieces, his pawn, they're going to take it. They got them on their side. They got it on their side. And like I told you guys, if they get the ones that had broke bread with him, slept with him, ate with him, that's it for him. And when I see Aya need to write on her face, on her forehead. Aya need to write on her forehead, worried, because she's very worried, troubled. She's very troubled, scared. She's very scared. Because want me to tell you everything that Nature Boy wanted to happen, everything that he wanted to happen, he made them do it, and they did it. They did it. And that's what they scared of. And if you hear my voice right now, because I know you guys are listening. I know you guys are listening. If you hear my voice right now, because you was his right hand man, you was right there. He trusted you more than he trusted everybody in that camp. He trusted you, and he trusted True. But he trusted you. And that's why you're so quiet. But I'm here to tell you right now to free yourself. Free yourself right now, Aya. No matter what you have done. Free yourself, because the Most High God is gonna release you. He gonna release you because you are in a cult. This man, he took everything. He took it and he sat there and he smeared it. But God sat there and say, if you open up your mouth, Aya, and you come clean and free yourself, God is going to wipe your slate clean. I promise you, He's going to wipe your slate clean. You're going to be able to free yourself from that. Because every last one of them that was that close under Nature Boy, they are afraid. And the reason why they are afraid, because their hands was in it as well. Yes, you got to take accountability. And it's never too late. Because you was in a cult. That's what happens when a person is in a cult. Especially people that's been hurt and broken. These people feed off of your vulnerability. Feed off of weak people. People that been hurt. People that been in the street. Those are the kind of people that they feed off of. So what you have done, it's nothing new. You may have done some detestable things. But usually things happens like that when you are in a cult. Come clean, because it's out now. There's nowhere to hide. The sheets have been ripped. Everything has been exposed. These people know everything. The only thing right now, the Most High God is giving you a chance to not only save yourself, but to save everybody else. And I have right now on my live a total of 8 people, which means a new beginning. 8 means a new beginning, and God can give you a new beginning right now. The number 8 means a new beginning. It doesn't matter what had happened. It's not over until the Most High God says it's over. Because we know everything that had happened to you, you was under a very hard taskmaster. This man manipulated you. He took your love, your kindness. He took it all for weakness. And I'm speaking to you right now, True. I'm speaking to you right now. Because like I said, I know what level you are on. I know what dimension you are on. And I'm speaking to you right now. come clean right now. Because no way in the world that I will sit there and give my life up for a man that treated me like the scum on the bottom of my feet. This man, if true, would raise up his shirt right now. Lord, let this man see himself right now. Lord, let him see himself and see how his bones are sticking out of his skin. This man have suffocated the life out of you. But God say that the Most High God say he can restore it back to you right now. Go to your son. Train up your child. The Bible say, train up a child in the way that they shall go. And when they grow old, that they shall not depart from you. Go to your child right now and teach your child. I promise you, you all that's there right now, you can begin again. And I'm speaking to you right now because Ephraim is gone. I told you guys Ephraim was going to leave. And Ephraim is about to be she's going to turn as a state witness. She's going to be an informant. It's over with. It's over with. And now Aya thinking. Aya is quiet because she's thinking. She's confused. She's thinking. Aya, come forth right now. I'm speaking to your spirit right now. And right now, the ones that's here right now with me, you come in agreement right now because we're going to send a Holy Ghost arrest to her right now. Aya, go back home. We sending a Holy Ghost arrest to you right now. It's over. Go back home. Malia, you come back home. Come back home right now. And True, you go to your son. It's over with. And Cookie right now, all lights are on you right now, Cookie. I'm asking you right now. I'm speaking to your spirit because way before everybody had even mentioned, I already saw where them girls was. I saw where these girls was. And anybody that followed my channel way before they was talking, I knew where these girls was. I said it was at your house, Cookie. Free them right now because these people have been in bondage for too long. Free them right now. Release that yoke from off of their neck right now. And let them go. Because if you don't let them go right now, your house will be cursed. Release them right now. Because if not, the blood is going to be on your door. And everything that's coming in your house is going to fall apart. Because God have sent the Holy Ghost arrest to your house right now. So you better release them right now. And I come from some deep southern roots. And I don't have to practice black magic or witchcraft. Trust me, I'm power packed. And what I'm saying right now is not to gain no viewers because I don't get paid. I don't get paid for what I do. I am not monetized. I'm not here for viewers. But I'm telling you right now, you release them right now. Release them right now. These people been through hell and back. Let their mind rest. Let their bodies rest. Let them go home so they can be around people that's close to their heart. People that's going to love on them. Because if not, the blood is going to be on your door. The blood is going to be on your door. Release them right now. It's over with. It's finished. It's done. Nature Boy is not getting out of this. because now the big aura is after him. And the only reason why Nature Boy is not getting after this because it's too much blood have been spilled. Too many graves are crying out. The blood is crying out from the grave. Can't you hear it, guys? Too much blood have been spilled. Ooh, I just got to release off it. Too much blood have been spilled. And no way that Nature Boy is going to get out of this. The only way that Nature Boy can get out of this, and that's only one way. And I know y'all guys know what way I'm talking about. That's the only way. That's the only way that Nature Boy can get out of this. No other way. He only had one way. So it's over with. And Princess, I'm glad you touching and agree. So it's done. It's done. So whose report you gonna believe? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna believe the report of the Lord. It's done. It's over with. You know? So all I can say right now, I got 7 on here. What 7 means? What 7 means? What Jesus did on the 7th? What God did on the 7th day? What did he do on the 7th day? So all I could do now is rest. It's done. There's only one way that he's going to come out of it, because what they're going to do right now, if he survives, he either can get them on his side because he's a good talker. If he survives, maybe they might. I don't know. I didn't see that far. I only saw that he's not getting out. I'll see that he's not getting out. And if true, God is true, time is winding out now for true. Time is winding out. Time is winding out for you, true. It's over with. It's over with. All somebody got to do now. Want me tell you, you remember Superman, Kryptonite. Kryptonite will weaken Superman, right? Want me tell you what will weaken Nature Boy, not Nature Boy, true? If somebody go and put a mirror in front of True face. If you put a mirror in front of True face, yes, it's over with. God already gave me when I saw 8 people in here, God already, and it went down to 7. God says rest. That means completion. 7 means, but want me to tell you what God showed me? If you put a mirror in front of True face, True gonna come back to his sense. That's the only way. That's the only thing that's gonna break that spell off of True. Put a mirror in front of his face, and I promise you, it's gonna wake him up. He gonna see the light. Go put a mirror. He gonna come to himself. It's done. It's over with. And I know they know it's over with. They know it. Well, like I said there and say, they go into darkness to get their readings, and I know they saw that. And that's why I say all that stuff that they do, it forms, but it doesn't prosper. So they might as well come out of it. It's done. So guys, y'all have anything to say? If you guys have anything to say, because I'm not, I can go ahead and close it out because that's the word that the Most High God have given to me. He gave me that word. It's over with. And look at Princess. Princess put completion rest. It's done. And if anybody want to wake true out of that spell, put a mirror. Go somebody. If you see true, whoever is close to true, put a mirror to his face, and that spell gonna break off him because these people was practicing witchcraft and all this other stuff. Put a mirror, and he's gonna wake up. He's gonna come out of that. And once true come out of it, it's gonna nail Nature Boy to the coffin. He ain't getting out of that mess. No, siree. Yep. So, guys, y'all have anything to say? If not, I just go ahead and close it up. So, I hope you guys sit there and, you know, like I say, it's over with. The ride is over with, but it's just beginning for Nature Boy. He's about to have his day in court now. His demons and his skeletons is about to come out. Is about to come out right now. So, guys, I guess I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and I thank you all for joining my live. And thank you all. You all have a blessed night. Like I said, I only can speak what thus says the Lord. And when it comes to all this right here, it in one way, but I just say let's talk, and it just turned the whole completely way because I really was not even going to talk about it. But when I come on live, I just say, Lord, let your way, just have your way. So however it goes is all in God's will. So, guys, with all that being said, you all have a good night, and I'll talk to you all maybe tomorrow. All right, peace out.